What is a feature? A feature is a measurable thing which exists as part of your design. Usually a feature is a physical thing, but it can be intangible, such as a centerline. Some examples of features are the centerline, edge of pavement, catch basins, terrain models. So let's take a look at how these manifest in your design. In our plan space, then we see a number of examples of features. We see our center line, of course, edge of pavement, which we'll look at in more detail, curb lines, sidewalk lines, and there are any number of other examples. But let's take a look at the edge of pavement for an example. You'll notice that in the plan space, it's shown as a solid black line. It has certain properties that define how that it's created, and it's defined by feature definition, which we'll explore in the next video. That same edge of pavement in a profile is again shown as a solid black line, but it doesn't have to be. We'll look at this dash line in a moment. In 3D space, this is our 3D model of our roadway, and if we isolate the edge of pavement, then we can see in 3D our edge of pavement is designated by a solid gray line, not black. And so we see three different presentations of the same feature. So the feature is edge of pavement. It has a certain definition. It's presented in plan space as a solid black line. In profile, it's also a solid black line. In 3D, it's presented as a gray line. Three different presentations, but all the same feature. Now let's take a look back at that dashed profile line. So this is actually the profile of our existing ground. The ground is represented in 3D by a terrain model, which I've chosen to show as just the boundary. So its 3D presentation is an orange boundary line. But its presentation in profile is a dashed black line. So again, two different presentations of the same feature, which is existing ground.